For millennia, it has hung in our night sky, a silent, silver ghost, a source of wonder, myth, and the ultimate symbol of a destination just beyond our reach. Tonight, our journey takes us back to our closest celestial neighbor, to understand not just how we first touched its surface, but why, after half a century of silence, humanity is finally going back. This is the story of the Moon, the tale of two divine siblings, Apollo and Artemis. Our first journey to the Moon was a sprint, born from the fire and rivalry of the Cold War. It was a singular, audacious challenge met by NASA's Apollo program. In 1969, the world watched as a Saturn V rocket hurled 3 men across the void, and 2 of them, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin, took those first historic steps. The rocks they brought back told us the story of our Moon's violent birth, confirming it was the child of a cosmic collision. Apollo was a monumental achievement, a testament to human will. We left flags and footprints, proved it could be done, and then we stopped. For 50 years, the Moon returned to being a distant, silent memory, until a new discovery changed everything. In recent decades, a new fleet of robotic explorers has revolutionized our understanding of the Moon, and they found the one thing we thought was impossible: water. Missions like NASA's Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter detected vast deposits of water ice, hidden in the permanent cryogenic shadows of craters at the Moon's poles. This wasn't just a trace amount. We're talking about billions of tons. This single discovery transformed our vision of the Moon. It was no longer a dead, dry world, but a cosmic oasis. This ice could be mined for drinking water, but more importantly, it could be split into breathable oxygen and rocket-grade hydrogen. The Moon was no longer just the destination. It was a gas station on the highway to the rest of the solar system. And so, a new program was born, named for Apollo's twin sister in mythology, Artemis. If Apollo was about visiting, Artemis is about staying. The first step, Artemis I, was the flawless 2022 dress rehearsal, an uncrewed flight of the Orion capsule that tested the hardware to its limits. Next is Artemis II, which will carry 4 astronauts on a historic loop around the far side of the Moon, the first humans to leave low Earth orbit in over 50 years. But the main event is Artemis III. This is the mission that will finally return human boots to the lunar surface. This time, they are not heading for the dusty plains of the equator, they are going to the Moon's south pole, to the rim of a crater cloaked in eternal shadow, to the very place where the ice lies. The crew, which will include the first woman and the first person of color to walk on the Moon, will not just be collecting rocks. They will be drilling into the ancient ice, prospecting for resources, and deploying the first long-term science packages of a new era. The most profound difference between the past and the future, however, begins with Artemis IV. This mission delivers the heart of the long-term plan, the primary habitat for the Lunar Gateway. This is not a grand space station like the ISS. It is a small, versatile outpost placed in a unique, highly elliptical, near rectilinear halo orbit around the Moon. It will serve as a command center, a docking port for international partners, a science laboratory, and a crucial waypoint for missions to the lunar surface, and eventually beyond. It is the architectural proof of our intent. We are not just visiting, we are building an outpost. Why go to all this trouble? Why build a permanent base on the Moon? Because the Moon is a necessary training ground. It is where we will solve the immense challenges of living on another world before we risk a multi-year journey to our ultimate destination, Mars. On the Moon, we will learn how to survive the 2-week-long cryogenic lunar night. We will develop technologies to protect us from the constant threat of radiation. We will master in situ resource utilization, the art of living off the land by extracting oxygen from the lunar soil and fuel from the polar ice. We will learn to deal with the abrasive, toxic regolith that threatens to clog machinery and damage human lungs. The journey to the Red Planet is a voyage so long and so dangerous, it makes the Apollo missions look like a short hop. To survive it, we must first master our own cosmic backyard. The Moon is where we will prove we are ready. We return to the Moon not to relive the glories of the past, but to build a foundation for the future. Apollo left flags and footprints. Artemis will build bases and laboratories. It is the next critical step in the story of humanity. The moment we decide to stop being a species confined to one world and finally become a truly interplanetary one.